Blacklist Hunter here, and today I'm gonna rank my personal favorite nen fights in the Succession War, or otherwise the Dark Continent Voyage arc. First off, I just wanna say that Togashi is really one of a kind, a special manga artist, a amazing storyteller with impeccable writing. The Succession War arc, just like every Hunter x Hunter arc, has just been incredible, and I felt like making a video about all this greatness. The complexity of this arc is truly wonderful. It makes it really unique, and the characters are so beautiful and so well executed, such that each action a character does impacts the story significantly. So Prince Benjamin is my favorite character introduced in this arc. I want to take a couple of seconds just admiring this man's work ethic and physique. Look at Benjamin right here. What a physique, man. Even Silva Zoldyck is envious of such muscle mass and aura capacity. Benjamin definitely doesn't skip a day at the gym. Plus, Benjamin's garden beast looks incredibly ominous, and as Balsamico said, it's perfectly fitting for the next king of the Kakin Empire. So we know Benjamin is the first prince, but he is also the vice advisor of the royal Kakin army. So Benjamin has many personal guards, right? And they all are very capable nen users, insanely smart and perceptive. Just look at how Togashi designed these characters, bro. I love this manga artist, man. Take a look at this manga panel right here. Each one of these characters look dangerous. You can tell by their threatening presence and eyes. My favorite personal guard of Benjamin is Furikov, and the next video is about him. Furikov is insanely perceptive, a really tough nen user, and he is also beyond kid. Furthermore, we haven't seen anyone with such knowledge of nen and keen eyes as Furikov so far. Furikov is a really dangerous man. I love Furikov's design. Togashi really knows how to draw the best characters, not just the face but the fitting eyes for their personality. The dude basically is a assassin. Speaking of assassins, the first nen fight I want to talk about is when this dude right here, one of Benjamin's personal guards, entered the place where Kurapika and Prince Warble were, and Bill, of course Kurapika's ally, was there as well. So this assassin called Vincent, whom has a pretty cool design, a face worthy of hating, not because of the looks of course, but because he's a evil man overall. Anyways, this dude Vincent basically was on legal basis there as a guard of the royal army sent by Benjamin, the first prince. He ended a maid instantly in cold blood because allegedly she tried to attack him and poison him. Kurapika instantly realized Vincent wasn't a spy but a assassin, and Kurapika knew that if he attacked Vincent on self-defense excuse, it could be possible that they could be convicted by the court as assassins, meaning Kurapika and the others. So then Bill, the ally of Kurapika, attacked Vincent, this assassin, so he activated his aura. Then the assassin Vincent attacked with a gun, shooting a few bullets. Bill definitely felt them but somehow managed to survive. We know Bill isn't that tough. So Vincent realized that Bill couldn't be stopped with a gun, so he tried to activate his air blow ability to attack Bill, but he was surprised to see that he couldn't activate his own Hatsu because in a flash Kurapika used Stealth Dolphin Index Finger ability to drain Vincent's aura. So both Bill and Kurapika working together managed to neutralize a assassin like Vincent, hold him down, and Kurapika declared that he was going to be arrested for the attempted assassination of Prince Warble. But this dude Vincent was so extremely focused on his mission, loyal to his leader Benjamin, and fearless, he used poison he had in his teeth to end himself, so Kurapika would have no way to accuse the royal guard of anything basically, or Benjamin. Vincent was prepared to die like a true man, and that's why I respect Vincent, but overall this dude was a devilish snake. The next nen battle I want to talk about is second princess Camilla versus Benjamin and his personal guard. So Camilla has quite a unique ability, as we know. So basically, if you attack her and she dies, her Hatsu can bring her to life again by absorbing the life energy of the attacker. So basically the attacker dies and the life energy is transferred to Camilla. So Benjamin's personal guards are quite capable, and we see that every time. Muse, who has such an interesting ability, his old Hatsu, ordered Prince Camilla to stop because basically she was trying to end Benjamin herself personally. Now this guy Muse understood that Camilla has her aura shut down in Zetsu mode, so he was able to grasp that it was dangerous to attack her because she might have a counter-attack ability. Muse understood that Camilla was confident in herself because she has an OP ability. So now this guy attacked with his gun the second Prince Camilla, and this woman basically fell down lying there dead with bullets through her head. So Muse, Benjamin's guard, understood he might be in danger, so he didn't lower his guard, which is very impressive, even though Camilla was lying dead. But at that moment her ability activated, reviving Camilla in exchange for the life of the attacker, in this case being the personal guard of Benjamin. Camilla also attacked my boy Furikov, but the man Furikov is a pro Nen user and he was able to withstand her shots. Goes to show what level of Nen users Benjamin guards are. They're certainly very capable. My favorite moment is when Camilla threatens Furikov that she will destroy his whole family, and Furikov just states that he doesn't have a family, his only father is Benjamin. Togashi is really something else. The next Nen fight I really like involves the underboss of the ZU family, Hingry, and this guy Hingry has a really cool Nen ability. He can turn any object into a living creature with the same functions as the object. So basically this dude can turn a whole camera into a cat which can record things. It's a really insane and cool ability. So Hingry is just walking over there and Heil-Ly members, meaning Morena's goons, attacked him from behind with a Nen hand axe. But this man had transformed handcuffs into whole pigeons. So Hingry managed to stop this deadly attack from behind and restrain him right on the spot. So the other two goons attacked the pigeons with pistols, but they were reinforced with aura and they were handcuffs to begin with, so basically they couldn't be destroyed. But the first guy who had an axe transformed his hand into a drill and stabbed Hingry through his hand. But obviously Hingry was a better Nen user and had overall more skills, so he was able to end this guy and the others ran. But what I want to point out that even in a such short fight, Togashi's imagination and fight scenes are top tier. When I say top tier, really enjoyable, perfectly executed fights and with such unique and simple abilities at the same time. The next fight I want to talk about, which is not really a fight, but when Lunge and Sakura from the ZU family were looking for Hisoka, and we see Hisoka again for the first time, but when the chapter came out we didn't know this dude was in reality Bonolinov. I guess everyone was excited to see the magician Hisoka again. The thing is, Bonolinov instantly knocked out Lunge and even Sakura was surprised at the malicious aura and presence, and everyone thought it was Hisoka because only that man could have this aura. Sakura was like, this man has overwhelming aura, and basically Bonolinov cooked Lunge and tricked Sakura into thinking it was the real Hisoka. But this was an important chapter because Bonolinov managed to trick Hingry into thinking he was the real deal. I'm surprised Bonolinov was such at a high level that even Hingry admitted he is no match for him. So the whole interaction of the fake Hisoka being Bonolinov and Hingry was really interesting and shows us that Bonolinov is quite smart. The next fight I want to talk about is Nobunaga versus the Heil-Ly members. We finally got to see Nobunaga in action and he is definitely very impressive and a fearless fighter. So Nobunaga and Hingry managed to find some of the members of the Heil-Ly family in this secret room, and basically one of the members could teleport object attacks to another place he wished plus the damage received. So even Nobunaga was like, it is a bad matchup for him right off the bat because this dude had an ability that countered Nobunaga's sword. Next, Yokotani introduces himself as the Heil-Ly legal advisor and he recognized that Nobunaga was a spider member, and the dude Nobunaga instantly did this cool attack with his sword while holding it to the very end of the rope, instantly piercing through Yokotani's head, and Nobunaga's attack speed is really impressive. He even cooked Luini instantly, which was really satisfying because nobody liked Luini. So Nobunaga's attack on Yokotani didn't work because this other guy could transfer the damage done by an object to another person as well, to zero. Not only to himself, but the damage done by an object to another person, he could transfer it as well. But then this dude, Yokotani of the Heil-Ly, could basically conjure robots which couldn't be destroyed by Nobunaga, but had the orders to take the invaders out of there. So Nobunaga is actually pretty clever. He realized after attacking one of these Nen robots that they couldn't be destroyed. In fact, their aura grew bigger after being attacked. All the conditions had been met. So basically Nobunaga was forcibly removed from the hideout by this cool conjuration ability. I had another moment in the Succession War arc as my favorite Nen battle, but I just can't help but talk a little bit about Sidnik Nen ability and his whole interaction with Theta. So I know this wasn't a Nen battle or a Nen fight technically, but so in simple terms, Sidnik is a really evil dude. Theta knew this guy was extremely evil and he shouldn't be taught Nen, so she tried to avoid it. She knew this guy wouldn't use Nen for anything good, but just malicious purposes. Sidnik's Nen talent is beyond anything we've seen in the story. The pace that he managed to learn Nen is terrifying, and even when he did the water divination Nen type test, his aura was really ominous. Theta was extremely shocked, so Theta decided to end this guy's whole career while he was training Zetsu, because at this point his Nen Guardian Beast disappears. So Theta Theta shot a aura ball at Sidnik first, then brought out a pistol and shot the guy. So Theta saw Sidnik laying down dead, but a few seconds later this dude suddenly appeared again and he was all good. No damage, no bullets. We later learned that Sidnik has one overpowered Nen ability when he is in Zetsu mode. So this in my opinion was the best Nen interaction or Nen usage or Nen fight in the whole arc. This dude, Sidnik, had his eyes closed. He saw the next 10 seconds of the future. Theta decided to shoot him and then time reset. Sidnik actually moved before Theta shot this damn prince and she misses because basically Sidnik can steal the next 10 seconds before everyone else can get to experience them and he can basically change reality. It's a whole genjutsu. But this is all I want to talk about today. I got many new videos coming up, so if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you in the next Hunter x Hunter video.